Good morning, Mr. Gordon. So from today, my presentation will be how to do my calculation. So by doing so, I have to do the importing of the raw data from the text. So how am I going to import? This is from the data from text, and I go to my file that I want to import. So today I'll be importing the daily weather statistic in 2015. So I click on it, I import, and next I'll choose is delimited, and I'll just click on next. And how am I going to separate it? Because the data will be like that. So I'm going to separate it by doing comma, selecting the comma. So by selecting comma, it will help me separate the data, the date, and all the data according by its category. So I'll click next, and from here I can able to see, am I going to put under my date to just give a preview, or am I going to do by what? So I'm going to do by date. So I'm going to put day, month, year. So it will help me to com uh to categorize it even clearer, as in how am I going to input. So it's like my day, my month, my year. So once I click finish, the data will be in this way. So why did I change to by the month, by the name itself instead of numbers? Is because I find this is easier to read. So back to my question. For question A, we are going to do the calculation of the median and the mean. The median and the mean. So by calculating the mean, we are going to calculate on the mean pressure, and the mean will be under the dew point, and the median will be under the mean pressure. So by calculating these two, we are able to find out what is the amount of data that they have used in this raw data on our median level, which is the mean pressure, which is what is the amount that they have used frequently, which is in between. Then after that, we will calculate on the mean. So what is the mean definition of the dew point? So we will calculate on, which is the average of the dew point after all the calculation. For my question B will be calculating the average month of the rainfall. So I will separate every single month according from the raw data and compute to their monthly input. So after the monthly input, I will combine everything, and I will just put under insert the graph, just highlight insert the graph, and it will appear for me in this graph format. It will same goes for the part C question. Why we are doing this is so that we are able to know what is the highest point that they have used at a average amount of month. So as for our part D, we'll be finding the difference, the discuss the difference of B and C. We are going to find discuss the finding of B and C. Why we are going to do this? So that we are able to know what is the amount of the rainfall amount and the mean temperature amount, which is this. After that, after calculating this, we give our findings. So we give our findings is because we need to know what is the differences between these 2 points of how is it increasing and how is it decreasing. So for my part 2E, we are talking about the mean, the upper bound and lower bound. Why? Because we need to know roughly estimated the range. So we are calculating the lower bound and upper bound. So by doing so, we are going to input this formula, which is this, and by doing so, this is the upper bound. But how to find the lower bound? We just need to change the plus sign, which is here, to a negative sign. So by doing so, we are able to know the range from the lower bound to the upper bound. Next, we are going to find out the we are going to find out whether is the report true or false by having the 5% of significant figure. Is it true or false? So by our calculation here and our test statistics, we are able to prove that our we are able to reject this because it's inside the rejection region. So as for our part G, we have to find the same part of our E and F, which is these two. So I find that the sample mean is the same as it's the same question, but we are finding in a different one. We are finding is the range. Another one is we are finding is the report true or false. So by doing so we are able to use the same sample mean, but at the same time we are unable to use the mean the mean and the alpha too. Sample size is definitely have to be the same. It's because we are doing on the same data. Sample mean we are able to use the same data, which is because we are going to do the calculation. So the calculation of the whether is the report true or false. So thank you for your time, sir. I have done finished my presentation. Thank you.